The term first responder can mean many things. Firefighters, EMS, dispatch, and other occupations all share the burden that they may deal with traumatic situations on a day-to-day basis. The stresses of this type of work for weeks, months, and years on end take a mental toll on the people who choose to do these important public services. But for those who put the lives of others at the forefront of their mind, asking for help with their own mental health can prove to be a colossal challenge.
I've spent the last 23 years in public safety as a first responder, working in various roles as a firefighter, a Department of Defense tactical medic, and most recently as a flight critical care medic. I struggle from what we call CPTSD. I have depression, I have high stress, high functioning anxiety, and I had a mental breakdown in January of 2021 where I tried to commit suicide. And through that journey, I learned how broken our system is to take care of first responders, EMS, dispatchers, correctional officers, law enforcement even. There's just not that resource out there. I had this idea that if I ever got really bad mentally as a first responder, there's gonna be something that's gonna help me out. And really, what I found afterwards is there's not good resources, there's not good research. And we struggle as first responders who, we're the ones helping other people. We're the ones that go out and care. We're not supposed to be the ones that ask for help. And so when we ask for help, it really, truly is maybe the only time that first responder will ask for help before they end their life. There was a need, and instead of just sitting here, I decided, hey, I'm gonna do something about it. I'm gonna make a solution to help other first responders so they hopefully don't have to go through the same experience that I did.
You don't always have time to appreciate the small things in life. Mental health is a huge issue which we don't acknowledge generally, but being a first responder, you have it ingrained in you that you need to be at the front line all of the time. You're always thinking of other people and you often overlook yourself. It brings a lot of normalization to the conversations which you wouldn't normally have. Something like this retreat is just a great experience, just to have a good conversation with somebody who cares. Acknowledging how it is that you feel outside of your normal day-to-day environment, your work environment. You can get lost in the weeds and not really appreciate and acknowledge that you're full tilt all the time.
What we do at Mind the Frontline is a first responder outdoor retreat, so to speak, for individuals that might be kind of going through some challenges in their own life. They get to enjoy the outdoors, the beauty of everything that you see around us. But at the same time, we get to work with them and have really good, meaningful conversation just about life, about maybe some of their struggles. And they get to share that one-on-one with a fellow first responder who has actually walked that line and understands what they're going through.
This sort of retreat was built around me, really. What do I like? What do I want to do? What's going to be good for me? I didn't really know, to be honest, because I don't really focus that much time on myself. So when you're asked that question, it's hard to answer it sometimes. I was a little apprehensive at first, but a few days later, I feel carefree for the first time in a long time. For 9 months, I've been full tilt without even knowing it.
Peer support programs and retreats like these are a powerful way to make a tangible impact in someone's life. But Mind the Frontline aims to be much more than that.
We have a crisis intervention program that we're establishing right now because getting to a therapist is extremely important. After a crisis event or a moral injury is what we call it, we can normalize the conversation to talk about our feelings. If I take care of myself first, guess what? I'm a better dad, I'm a better husband, I'm a better worker, I'm a better employee, I'm a better employer, and a better leader altogether. But I have to start with me. And it's important for first responders and the general public to know that.
It's been a great experience for me personally. Chris has been a big help for me this weekend just to set a small goal. What do you want for next week? What do you want for the next month? What do you want to change that's going to better yourself? My biggest takeaway really is just to be more present. Have more time for my family. Don't just get lost in the work environment. If you look after the small things, the big things will eventually fall into place.